Tan. I am Devon X Scott.
And it's your boy Karan, aka Mr. Droid.
And this is
the Tech Table.
So, today we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Yeah.
So I had it for a few weeks, he had it for a few weeks, so we're just going to be giving you like we thoughts, what we like about it, favorite features, all that good stuff, right?
All that good stuff. Devon, it seems like every time we're doing stuff, it seems like we're in a new
Always,
arena.
Always.
You know, this is,
Always.
we got to do the Tech Force next time.
Alright, enough for the jokes. This is
All
technique,
right.
Alright,
Cool. So you had the phone for 2 weeks, right. Devon. What did you think?
I actually really like it. Mainly the screen, the display was a real good experience for media consumption.
Yeah.
The speakers, I mean, I didn't really like the speakers, but compared to the S8, it was a reasonable upgrade.
Reasonable. Okay.
It was a reasonable upgrade.
It was good.
It was good. It was good compared to the S8. The fact that we have stereo speakers now was a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's not stereo speakers, but the same thing the iPhone does do with the earpiece being
the tweeter.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that. That was cool. The screen, like I said, was perfect. I had to say the screen a second time because media consumption was the best on the S9. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The fact that we had a headphone jack, I like that. The camera was out of this world. If you didn't see the last tech table where we went out with Josh, Tariq and Edward and we did some going around all over the place.
Yeah.
And you need to check that out. The camera on the S9 is amazing.
Yeah.
And the battery life, let me not get it. I'll leave that for you.
Right.
I'll leave that for you. And pretty much, I think it was the S9 for me is like one of the most complete smartphones.
Yeah.
But I just don't like TouchWiz or Samsung Experience. But if you don't care about it, I think it's one of the most complete smartphones. What do you think about it though?
Alright, so for me, I will agree with you there. I think it is probably the first complete smartphone that has hit the market where it's literally checked off every single box. I mean, they left no stone unturned. So if you wanted a good camera, you got that. You wanted dual cameras, you got that. A great design. If you wanted water resistance, headphone jack, expandable memory, a good amount of RAM, good amount of storage, amazing screen. They've literally checked off wireless charging. They checked off almost every single thing, right? So I loved it for that. The one thing I would say is this. If you are a Samsung Knight, and you guys know who you are, those Samsung Knights that hit us up or we cannot. This man has a Note 8. If you are a Samsung Knight, this is the phone for you. This is the best Samsung phone they've ever made. But if you are not a Samsung Knight, then this phone is more of a meh, what else is there type of thing.
Cool, nice
phone. It's a good phone.
It's no iPhone 10.
And thank God. But you know, for me having the phone for 2 weeks, the screen was absolutely insane. 100%. I cranked up the performance. I cranked up the video enhancer. I cranked up every feature that you could possibly crank up on that S9.
Because you see, when you have an iPhone, you don't need to crank these things up because it's already up.
No, it's not there. It's not there. It's not eligible. It's not there. So,
all right. Continue.
Yes. So it's checked off all the right boxes. I love the screen. The camera is really good. Again, color accuracy is always in question when you're talking about Samsung sensors. But for those who don't care about color accuracy, the camera is great. I love taking shows.
Variable aperture.
The variable aperture is in.
2.4.
So low light photography is very good on that device as well. I think for me, one of the things, because I'm an audiophile, I'm a media consumer, music with the AKG buds through the headphone jack was great. I loved it. Stereo speakers, like that as well. But there's just one thing. There's just this one thing.
The user.
The battery life on the S9. I can't tell you the last time I've charged the phone 3 times in one day.
Yesterday.
Today.
You're charging 3 times for today already?
No, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be charging it.
Charged so far?
So far, I've charged it. I'm going on my second time.
Right.
But we're out doing this right now, so right now the phone needs to be on the charger. And I know by the time I finish my day on the road and I get home, I'm gonna have to charge it again. So that being said, people who are buying the S9 know what you are doing on the phone. If you are a heavy user, as I am a heavy user, maybe the S9 Plus. Or if you're not into
on the Note 8.
Or jump on the Note 8. Even that's a good. Even that's okay. You have to invest in some power banks. Invest in some chargers to keep at work.
Man, some power bank.
Chargers for work, chargers for the girlfriend's house, the wife's house.
Have one in your work,
Yeah,
have
you
one,
need chargers because that phone is a battery vampire. It sucks battery juice.
And a phone, you can only enjoy the phone as good as the battery is. You can't enjoy it if the battery dead.
Exactly. If the phone
That's
is the
something to keep in
best, it's no good if it's dead. And unfortunately for me, that was the only knock. And I mean, people are going to say, you know, why don't you use one of the many power saving modes? Why don't you dim the brightness? Why don't you
use the phone how it's supposed to be used?
Listen.
You don't have to really
if you have a Ferrari, are you not going to drive it to its limits?
True.
You can't give me an S9.
Or Evo. Use an Evo as an example.
This guy, this Devon X.
Yeah, Evo X.
Yeah, this guy is obsessed.
Like, use an Evo. Yo, where's the plan?
The fans. Devon and the bottom X too, eh? Jeez. Yeah. So, if you are somebody that, you know, you love the display, you love the phone, invest in some power banks. I'm not turning on brightness for nothing.
True.
I'm not turning on for nothing.
You want to enjoy the phone.
I want to enjoy.
You buy the phone, you pay a specific amount of money for it. Enjoy it.
I want to enjoy.
Yeah.
When we did the photography video with you, Tariq, Edward, Josh, honestly, I kept saying this the whole entire time. I was taking pictures, and I was like, yeah, the pictures are good. I give it to everybody else, and I'm like, I don't know if we're taking the same pictures on the same phone. I was taking crap.
You're just horrible at taking photos.
Apparently, yeah. No,
you're horrible at a lot of things, but taking photos is one of them.
And buying a Mate 10 was a great decision, and staying away from the iPhone 10 was a wonderful decision. Wonderful, just wonderful.
Anybody want to come and help co-host? Because I think I'm looking for a new co-host. This is not really working out anymore.
Listen. Listen, X yourself out, okay? Hit the X and X yourself out. Anywho,
but speaking, come back to the S9, right?
Yeah.
S9, the S9 Plus, regardless of which device, right? Where you give it like an overall on the scale of 1 to 10. Somebody who is not the biggest Samsung fan, or they're not loyal to any company, or no brand loyalty. They're just looking for a good phone. What do you recommend?
No brand loyalty. I think the S9 is probably the most easiest phone to recommend to anybody.
Right.
It does a bit of everything. Nobody would have any problems with it outside of, like I said, for me, the battery life. But if you're not, even if you're not as big of a power user as I am, you're going to get better battery life than me, right? And then there also is a lot of the modes to toggle and extend that battery life or whatever. So yes, I definitely would recommend it. I gave it,
in terms of recommending it to somebody, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the next phone that on par with it, where it would compete with the S9 or something else to choose from, like the closest one that comes to it?
For 2018, we haven't really had much releases just yet.
Pretty much the S9 is a no-brainer.
P20,
and then the availability kind of sketchy here in Trinidad, somewhat.
No, depending on, I've been seeing it. Depending on where you go, you can get a P20, but the P20 is right there. The G7 released yesterday, but again, if you're in Trinidad and Caribbean,
G7 Thing Q.
The G7 Thing Q, yeah. Oh god. If you're somebody that is, if that's your thing with LG, and you can get it, that's another phone that would be on par. But it's early.
Right.
It's really early in the year. We're still waiting on a lot of phones to come out. So right now, the S9 and the P20 are two of the best devices to get.
Right.
But we're not even talking about the P20. S9, I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a very great all-around phone.
I think I'll recommend the S9 too, not just because it's the easiest phone to recommend, but a lot of people right now trying to step up the Instagram game and the social media game. And the camera is out of this world for a phone. And like when you switch the aperture from 2.4 to 1.5 and you see that bokeh, it's amazing.
Yes.
And if you're somebody who really loves cameras and into cameras, and you're not really jumping on the pixel game right now, the S9 have a 100% solid camera.
Yeah. And then that's something. If you bring into the fact the S9 Plus with the dual sensors, the portrait modes, or the live focus as they like to dub it, or whatever the case is, the bigger battery life. That is definitely a good buy as well. So again, if you are somebody that is going to be a heavy user, don't even look at the S9. Look at the S9 Plus.
S9 Plus.
Get that because you're going to get better battery life. It does come with fast charging as well, the Quick Charge 2.0. So it does take. Now I know that. You know what's so funny? Remember the days when a phone would charge about 2 to 3 hours to get a full? And the S9 charges from 0 to 100 in an hour and a half. And I was like, God damn, that's slow. Samsung, if you guys are listening, please, it is 2018. There is Quick Charge 4.0 At least give us 3.0.
True. Wait half now. Like
It's
0.2?
It's 2.0.
0.2?
That's what it feels like. But it is 2.0, right?
Let me not blast them too much.
Nah, no, I don't care. I'm saying it. The battery and the charging tech
Trash.
is the
Wow.
Yeah, so I was saying, I can't remember what I was saying. Could charge 2.0.
Yeah.
Best battery is mess. Right?
So the battery is really where Samsung needs to focus their efforts on. Better battery tech, bigger batteries, longer battery life, and faster charging, because things like
in the plane, it's safe too after the whole fiasco.
Listen,
so I don't blame them.
They have money.
In a way.
They have money for R&D. Samsung has the biggest R&D department.
True.
Huawei went all the way to, I believe it was Sweden, to go and do the charging, the charging factory,
so
the testing. They could do something like that. They can improve it. They need to improve it, because, like we said earlier, a dead phone is no good. I mean, as easy it is to recommend the S9 for people, if the phone is dying, if you guys are on the road a lot, like, who wants to be walking around with a charger 24/7, or the power banks, or the battery cases and all them stuff, whatever, you know? So, yeah, I like it though. What are your thoughts? What's your?
The only downside I have is the battery. And well, TouchWiz / Samsung experience. But that's subjective. That's personal preference. I just don't like it. I prefer stock Android.
Nova launcher.
No, but still, like,
you
can have Nova launcher. When you jump into the settings, you still jump into Samsung experience. When you jump into the dialer, you jump into Samsung experience.
Yeah, like, so, if like, the one thing I'd probably do is I would look to see if Lineage OS has a ROM for it.
But then again, if you have the Exynos version, then a root and ROM much tougher than if you have like a Snapdragon or something.
Oh, let's not even.
So and it's not going to be stable, at least right now, because the phone now come out.
Alright, fair enough.
So like, know what you're jumping into when you decide to get the S8. Like, know what you're jumping into. Yeah, we even mentioned the blatant copy of Animoji. I don't think you need to mention. I think that was enough mention.
It's a gimmick. If you like it, you like it.
It's not nowhere as close as Animoji. AR emoji, quote unquote.
Nah, you know what? The way iPhone did it, it is very funny. I think
Mr. Droid himself, you hear that?
I know. You know what it is? You know why I never really use Animoji? Because Bitmoji has me won.
Use one of those.
Yeah, I Bitmoji. If you guys are not using Bitmoji, man, make yourself a Bitmoji and just start sending people everything. You know.
True.
So yeah, I never really use the AR emoji because Bitmoji has me right now.
So I think all in all for the S9, I'd say like a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I give it an 8. To me, it's an 8 for me, but that battery situation is
for me, it's the battery
no
situation
bueno.
and the software, so 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a solid smartphone. If you don't care about the design of the software or whatever, then you should definitely check it out. Solid phone.
But with the AR, with virtual reality, Bixby is getting a little bit better, but with
Let me not go there.
I said a little bit better. I said a little bit. With Google Assistant, I think the S9 is equipped to handle, because remember too, right? There's a lot of devices that are coming out. They're not going to be touching on the augmented reality and the virtual reality, right? And with these technologies in place, the S9 is a phone that's going to be able to handle all of those. All right. So keep that in mind, because there's going to be some great phones coming out, but they may not be doing any virtual reality or augmented reality, right? And I don't want you guys to miss out on the technology, because there's so much things coming out. So keep that in mind. If you guys are into that, the S9 is definitely a great phone for that.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have an S9, or if you're thinking about the S9, or if you just have some thoughts to share about the S9, comments down below. Let me know. Reach me individual social media at Devon X Scott, at Jordan and TT.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this video.
Big thumbs up.
Don't forget to follow on Facebook and YouTube, The Tech Table. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.
Deuces.